My name's Jeff Ansley. I had 2 artificial discs put in my neck. When I first started noticing anything, it felt like I hit my funny bone, and for a couple days the pain was going down my arm, just on my right hand side. Then it got into my fingers, and then after that, felt like I had a sharp pain right under my shoulder blade. And it felt like a dull, sharp pain, though, like a pencil was being pushed in me. And that went on probably for a month, and went to a doctor in Savannah, and they did an MRI, and that's when they said I had 2 discs bulging, and it was pressing against my spinal cord. And what they recommended was having fusion, and when they told me the process that was going to be, which myself and a sister own a small construction company, and they said I was going to be out of work for like 6 months. That was not going to happen, so any which way, was still exploring things, and my wife found Dr. Katzman on the internet. With the pain, it was so bad I couldn't, which I do drive big trucks and cranes and stuff like that at work, and I could not sit in one spot. As long as I was moving constantly, I would be okay, but if I was to sit behind a big truck, that pain was so bad, it was like you just couldn't change gears, you couldn't do anything, and even same thing around the house. If I was wanting to sit down, there was no sitting down. It was just such a sharp pain, and you couldn't ever get comfortable. It was like you try and wiggle this way, wiggle that way, and it was just continuous, and which luckily I only went with it for 2 months, and that's when Dr. Katzman, when he really showed me how much strength I was losing, you'd hold your arms out like this, and he just went like that with my right hand. And I'm thinking, no sir, that shouldn't have happened. You know, I know I'm stronger than that, but there was no muscle whatsoever. And what they did stress down here was, if I don't have some type of surgery, I'm gonna lose so much muscle and I might not ever gain it back. He said, but after this surgery, you will feel great. And I mean, that afternoon, I felt great. My wife and I walked probably half mile to an ice cream shop and had surgery that morning. And 5 o'clock that afternoon, I was walking a half mile to go get ice cream. And come Monday morning, I was back at work doing construction full time. Dr. Katzman, when I met him, he was down to earth person. He was just so outgoing, I guess, and so confident in himself. You can tell when somebody's really confident in what they do, and Dr. Katzman was just, the way he described everything, it was just like he was building a cake or just anything like that. It was just so simple what he was going to do, and like no worries. It wasn't like, well, I hope this comes out good, or I hope, you'll be able to do this later in life. No, Dr. Katzman said, you go out and enjoy life. And that's what I've been doing, enjoying life since I've had this surgery. It's been great.